The drag and drop editor serves as an alternative to the HTML editor for drafting email messages. The workflow to access this editor is the same as creating a new email campaign or canvas. As a refresher, click Campaigns on the left-hand side, and then on the top right, select Create Campaign and choose Email. When the page loads, you may notice that you only have templates available for HTML. Simply scroll up and then choose the drag and drop editing experience. Here, you'll see an array of previously made templates, or ones that you've made yourself. For the purpose of this example, we'll work off of a previously made template. You'll notice that the workflow for naming your campaign, adding a description, as well as adding teams and tags still remains the same. To begin editing your email, click into the message body to launch the drag and drop editor. You can use the left-hand navigation to move between email send settings, composition, and the preview and test tab. Send settings is where you'll be able to change your from and reply to information, as well as the subject line. In the advanced tab, you can turn on inline CSS, as well as email headers and email extras. The content tab is where you'll be doing the bulk of your email editing. The drag and drop editor is based on combining and editing these individual blocks. As you click into a block, the properties window on the right will change based on the block type. For example, with this first image block in the properties panel, you can change the image width, alignment, swap out the image with something from your media library or through a direct upload, add alt text, and change the on-click behavior. For text blocks, in addition to the properties panel, you also have an editing bar to change your font, alignment, and spacing. You can add liquid personalization to your message by clicking the button on the left and choosing the attributes you want to personalize. You can then copy the liquid and paste it into your message body. Editor blocks can also be organized horizontally. If you click either to the left or right of a block, you'll open the Row Properties tab, where you can customize the width and number of columns. If you choose to add an additional column, you'll need to fill the space with the block. You can add new blocks to your message body by clicking and dragging from the content panel and inserting them into the blue highlighted areas. Some additional blocks available to you are dividers, buttons, and HTML blocks for added flexibility. The settings panel on the right is used to edit the general look of the message, which includes the content width and the background colors. While editing in the properties panel, you're also able to hide elements based on whether the message will be seen on a desktop or mobile device. You can adjust your message preview on the top left and toggle the eye icon to see what elements are being hidden. The editor also keeps track of your edits and lets you revert to a previous version if needed. Just navigate to the bottom left side and click the leftmost button to see a timeline of your changes and select whichever might be right for you. You can use the Preview tab to see how the message renders on different devices and send test messages to users or seed groups. One last feature to take note of is the Download Zip File button on the bottom right, which lets you save your message as a file on your computer. This is useful if you want to send your message to a third party for further editing and/or to be re-uploaded through the HTML editor. And this concludes the basics of the drag and drop editor.